Hey everyone, Deadpine here. Welcome back to Skyvault's Season 2, Episode 11 here. It's a very, very special episode. We are not only not recording on stream, but we're also restarting our world. And that's a humongous sentence to drop on you right now. So we're going to go over everything. Don't worry. We're going to redo a lot of stuff. There's lots to go over. I'll see you in a second. All right, so that's a really big thing to say. I know that. I'm aware of that. First off, thank you for everybody for watching so far and bearing with me on there. We knew we were playing a really alpha version of Skyvault when we started it up on day one of the release. So, and this was even more alpha than the original game, the overworld game. So, all right, why would we do this? So, there's a bug. There's a bug in Skyvault where you can see this Skyvault test world I did. You see how there's overworld spawning there? When you would log into a world, if you were to fly around infinitely in that first generated Skyvault world and fly infinitely in one direction, it would all be void. The minute you log out of that world and re-log back into that world, there's a bug with Terralith somehow. I'm not a technical person. I don't do behind the scenes stuff on Modpacks, but that caused overworld to start generating in ungenerated chunks if you weren't in that first instance. So you could see it in this world on the very edges of our map. There was starting to be some overworld blocks being spawned, which could cause some issues in the future, stuff like that. I was basically waiting until the first update, the 0.02. We were playing 0.01 or 0.0.01 or .1, 0.0.1, yeah. And they just dropped the update for .2, basically after the last day of recording on stream. And they didn't have a fix for it yet. They're working on it. They're aware of it. They're working on it. They know it's there. It's a big one. I haven't actually asked, as the day of this recording, I asked Iskal on his stream this morning. And his suggestion was if you did want to restart, to log into a fresh world and use the Forge pre-gen generating command. So that's what I opted for. As coming from Iskal himself. So when you log into a world, we're gonna go in there so I can show you the command if you wanted to do this yourself. It has to be the first time you log into the world. Like basically you created the world fresh. You have to run this before you do that. But it's / forge space generate space the coordinates of your spawn, so 0 space 0 space 0, so that's your XYZ, and then space, and the number that goes after that is the number of chunks you want to generate. So there's a math to determine. It does it in a spiral, so there's math to determine how many blocks out that'll go. I did 400,000 chunks, which I know is a lot. It took my computer about 4.5-5 hours to do. But it's my day off streaming, so like I was able to just let it run. So so now that I've relogged back into this world, if I went and set my video settings here, I was doing some testing earlier. So yeah, I have my render distance set to 32 chunks. Previously, this would make everything visible there, or make the overworld visible there, because it would load in those chunks with Terralith. So we have 400,000 chunks out. I don't know how many blocks that is. Somebody can look that up and leave a comment, if they so choose to. It's fine. I think it's a couple thousand blocks either direction, but that's more than enough Skyblock. Before it was like, if I like just bridged out, 2 chunks, we'd start seeing overworld. I don't want to play Skyblock with seeing the overworld. So that's the major glaring bug and the reason why I'm restarting. That's not the only reason I'm restarting to. That's the major, driving factor here. I turned off the weather sounds while I turned off sounds while I was generating their weather. Actually, I'll leave that on subtly in the background. So there's a few other reasons. One, the 0.02 update did come out. I forgot to turn down my music. Sorry if that was a little bit loud. The 0.02 update did come out. Now that changed a lot of the starting area. They fixed a lot of stuff. These crystals will now scale with our level. I actually punched this one in creative, so we're gonna roll with 3 crystals. But these crystals will now scale with our level, where before they were all level 0, so they are going to be different. They are gonna change up. Oh, this is not good. You know, I don't know. I'm gonna pause you real quick, and we're gonna fix this. All right, all fixed. Made it daytime. Got rid of the mobs. Reset everything. Reset the sleep timer as well, as if it was day 1. Okay, sorry about that. Things I forget to do. I'm kind of rushing today because of yeah. This is all kind of dawned onto me today as something to do. Also, I did want to give a major shout out to everybody who participated in the poll. That's kind of what drove me to just restart this now, get the episodes out there to you guys. This is going to be a special release episode if you hadn't noticed already. And there'll be normal release times again after this episode. So a couple things to go over on that. So participation again for those who are still with me here, and not just be like, this guy restarted, boo. So let me know in the comments below. Do you want me to make a separate playlist for this restart, or do you want me to just continue? We can start also naming the episodes episode 1 and just treat it as a completely separate playthrough, separate playlist, all that good stuff. You know, starting from episode 1, or we'll name it like season 2.5 or something like that. Or just do a continuation. We'll make it episode 11 of the series, and we'll just, next episode 2 will be episode 12, so on and so forth, and just keep the playlist all the same, stuff like that. I'm kind of leaning towards maybe making a separate playlist, but I genuinely don't know what you would prefer. I'm not an avid YouTube watcher. I just knew that if I knew that the creator that I was watching was going to be restarting, I wouldn't really want to watch the other episodes. So, I'm not going to release I think we had about 5 episodes. We had about episode 15 done through on stream. I'm not going to be releasing those other 5 episodes. I might put them on the VOD channel. Let me know also in the comments if you're interested in those on the VOD channel, just to be curious as to where we got to. But I just know personally for me, if I knew a creator was going to be restarting a world, there's just no reason to watch those episodes. They're kind of fluff, dead air, kind of meaningless episodes. That's for me personally, and I apologize for that. I know some people on the poll, it wasn't like a unanimous decision. It was overwhelmingly on the restart side, but I know some of you did vote to not restart. And for you guys, I'm sorry. That's just the way of it. So, but moving forward, this world should not be restarted. This world will not be restarted. So, and then the last and final reason I was doing a restart was to not have those chunks there for when they do potentially fix this issue, that we won't get any issues going forward, and we can just update the pack at will. There's always a chance that an update's going to break your world, but that applies to the other world as well. I think with this clean world, we're not going to have to worry about generation bugs, because it's already generated, it's already void. We don't have to worry about it. So it just means it's just going to be cleaner. It's just going to be cleaner going forward. We're also starting this world fresh on a 0.02 update as well. So it's like there's a lot of things. It's built from a more stable base is what I'm trying to say. So that was like the final reason for that. So let's go over my settings, because that's what I did in the other episode. I just want to make sure people are tuning to this as if they never saw the other 10 episodes, that they know what they're looking at, know how I'm playing here. So settings. We're going to be playing in hard. We're gonna lock those in. I play on a higher FOV. You don't have to. I just find when the FOV is super zoomed in, I feel like I'm really slow. That said, in the video settings, you can actually turn off these FOV effects and the distortion effects. These will if those are what give you issue with higher FOV, turning these off really does help quite a bit. So I'm gonna leave them on for now. But yeah, bobbing always off for me. Let me reduce these actually, because that definitely causes lag. We're actually only going to go to like 8 chunks here. We don't need that much in a Skyblock. Bobbing always off for me. I actually struggle watching content creators who use bobbing. It's just the motion is just off for my brain for some reason. To note, if your PC does struggle, Mipmap is known, like just turning Mipmap all the way off. I'm not going to, because it reloads, but turning Mipmap all the way off definitely helps. So just slide that all the way to left. That can help with lower end PCs, I think. And in particular, there's some AMD CPUs that struggle with the bitmap. So, but that's on there. We're gonna leave the clouds on for now. Particles on for now. Shadows on for now. These are all fine. We are gonna bump the brightness all the way up. This is mostly for you, not for me. It just makes the recording a little bit brighter in the vaults. The vaults are dark. If I was playing at home by myself and not recording, I would actually leave this on default. So I like the ambiance of the darkness. Let's see here. Controls. There's a bunch of keybind stuff. I'm gonna try to go over them as we go. But the big one is just make sure your H key is free, which it is for me. It may not be for you, but this is your open skill, which is really nice. You need to have access to that. The other nice thing about starting in this update is you start with the actual book. So if you don't know how to get into stuff, it's not a guide, but it gives you the information you need. So I would just go through and read this. It gives you a general idea. Vault rock being important. And this is designed for the overworld as well. So, but if you're stuck on stuff, try to look it up in the book. The book will definitely give you some information. And I think they made the recipe for this cheaper in this update as well. Yeah, they made the recipe for this a lot cheaper in this update as well. Also, I would just cheat one in because you're supposed to start with one anyway if you are missing it and don't have these 2 items, especially if you're playing Sky Vaults. So, is that everything here? I play on very low sensitivity, but that's just a preference thing. Auto jump obviously off. I like these on hold, just how I got used to playing. You can obviously put those on toggle. The keybinds, again, are the big one. There's a lot of just mismatched keys that get in the way of each other. So, all right. One of the cool updates, I know there's a lot here. I know, I'm sorry. Bear with me. Thank you so much for bearing with me. Is these should grow now while we're in the vault. So when we go into our first raw vault, these are called raw vaults now, by the way. We're going to break one of these. So you just start by breaking one of these guys. They named them Raw Vault Cave. So this is where you get all your resources from. I like that they added the name to this. That's really cool. That's how they are. These will scale with our level now. Like when we hit level 1, these will start to be level 1s. But these raw vault crystals, these grow now while you're in the vault, which is a huge deal. Prior to that, they did not. And towards the end of the restart, those episodes, I had more than I could do with these just by being in the overworld enough to spawn them in. That's not even, I don't think that's going to be, I think it's going to be even less of an issue now. So, all right, anyway, silly streamer, just get into a vault, right? I am, however, because these can grow, I am going to break these with my fist, which I know is a little much. It's a little much. This will do a couple things. One, it'll give us some building blocks. I'm not going to do too many. But 2, this grows on all 6 sides. So I want to give this as many sides as it can to grow. Now, items on the ground shouldn't despawn, even if those are growing. So if we throw these on the ground, they should not despawn. This will give us a more open inventory to work with here. I did that with the other vault crystals there. So, in the last one. So, all right. Restart, fresh world. We know now not exactly. We have a lot of prior information to work with. We're going to be going a little bit quick through these first few. It's less of a discovery of myself and you guys because it's day 1 and more of a, okay, we got a bit of an understanding. Let's get back to where we were in a much more efficient manner and kind of go from there. So, all right, first vault, here we go. Let's do it. I love restarts. This applies a lot to kind of shorter packs, but like getting into a vault where, like, I know what I need to prioritize. I know how I want to build now. Like my base build last time had too much wood in it. I don't really want to do that again. It's just what was on hand, stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot of cool things you can do with a restart. And I just really enjoy starting from scratch. I'm not sure if that's the hardcore worlds that did it or if it's just my personality, but it's always been how I've enjoyed Minecraft, and I think why I've played so much hardcore in my career, streaming or content creating. So definitely gonna grab some dirt here. So they also did add. More sapling. They changed some loot tables. They added more saplings to the loot tables. They added obsidian to the loot table. They also made a new room that can spawn netherrack. So prior to this, you had to kind of cheat in your netherrack or get really lucky with the bastion spawning. I'm not even sure if netherrack spawns in those. Just grabbing some wood here to make some basic tools. But yeah, so now there's a specialty room. That's new to me. I'm really excited to see that and find that myself. But yeah, before we do anything here. Now, because we don't have enough crystals yet, and I did accidentally delete one. You're supposed to have 4, but I only have 3. I might cheat one in. We'll see. Probably not. But you are incentivized to stay in the vault longer because those are all growing right now. Or theoretically, they're all growing right now, which helps a lot. I probably should have done this instead of just gathering that dirt, but, you know, here we are. Okay, let's do that. And we'll grab some extra wood here. This is just a basic resource gathering mission for sure. We would love to get a sapling. I think the priority over everything else is a sapling, because then if I have nothing else to do in the overworld, I can at least grow a tree and expand, you know. Same with some dirt and maybe a seed or two, so like at least while I'm waiting, other things are happening instead of just vault crystals growing. And we're going to really try to prioritize survival as well. Another awesome thing that they've patched into this is Hunter. The ability Hunter now works with the monoliths. And we did discover that completing monoliths in Sky Vaults is so much more, like completing a vault and getting the crate is so much better in this version than it is in the overall version. Just getting your first crate, even getting like a sword. Okay. This is good. It was a sizzle spawner. But I think that's a baby zombie. Baby zombie on a chicken. How interesting. What if I could do? You don't see that every day. All right. These guys are scary because they don't have to take knockback. But yeah, so Hunter, I think I might grab early and try to complete as many vaults as possible. Especially when you get before level 10, you have a higher chance of getting monolith stuff. So that's pretty cool. Okay, did this finish? This is not finished. All right, now it's finished. So we're looking primarily for sizzle spawners, nothing else. Reason being is like we do not have the mining speed. Hey, there you go, birch sapling. Look at that. So some people are asking in the comments how you get birch saplings. There you go. We got some birch saplings. So we have a tree to grow. Nice. I'll grab these lights as well. So yeah, sizzle spawners are the ones that spawn in mobs and then the spawner goes away. You just have to fight the mobs. Those are really important for us. We're not going to be able to mine one. We're absolutely spending 3 minutes of our time here. This stuff's good, and we're going to be getting out of this vault relatively, you know. All right, good. So you hear that swooshing sound? That's what that means. Just got to not die to these guys. Backing up slowly. We don't have heal either, which is a big deal. Heal will be the first item we get. That's still number 1 priority. It's really powerful. So, but good. There might be another one. No, okay. So these leaves should drop what you need. Grab these candles. But if they don't, of course, you can get saplings in these. It looks like wood chests. Obsidian as well. Interesting. Wasn't expecting obsidian in the wooden chest. I was honestly expecting somewhere else. There's an oak sapling. Honestly, we're probably going to stay in this first room. I think. And just gather stuff. Well, we can actually... Let's get out to that. Let's use stuff like this that we're going to need eventually, but not right now. We don't have a bucket of water either. There's an enchanting table down there. Interesting. But yeah, just staying close to our exit. Getting there. Also, oh, man, we got all the saplings. That's awesome. I haven't read your comments. There's a lot of suggestions on how to navigate the vault, how to fight, stuff like that. Just know I do see them, but and you know we're gonna try applying some of them, but those are gonna be a little bit delayed as to be actually being able to like implement them. So like you might comment on say episode 5. I might be recording episode 11 the day after episode 5 comes out. So just keep that in mind. I don't mind the suggestions. I love them. I'm not going to pretend I know everything about Minecraft or am the best at Minecraft. So I may disagree with your suggestions, but I just keep that in mind. But I also love getting suggestions because you never know when you learn something new, right? Who am I to say my stuff's the best? I think my stuff's pretty good for my playstyle, but there's living chests. It's a scary sound. I think that's from here. I just can't tell. I didn't hear any sizzling from that, so we got to be really careful about that spawner. I don't think this is worth the risk. I really want this stuff, but I really want to secure just a massive amount of dirt, a massive amount of logs. There's a seed right there. That was good. And this kind of lets us start playing like normal Skyblock, air quotes, you know? So, especially with all these different types of saplings, which is really nice. Imagine they're going to get a little annoying having them. Okay. At least it wasn't a bow skeleton. But, yeah, I'm also going to try some different editing techniques where I was experimenting with them a little bit, but, and someone had the suggestion of, like, you know, the non-screen shifting edits. I might actually bust out some foot pedals. You know, a little behind the scenes here. I might bust out some foot pedals, and we can harvest this kind of stuff in the hallway here. We don't need to be in this dangerous vault, and do that kind of transitional pause on pause. You know, that are a little bit more seamless. Obviously, there's a bit of a skill involved of like knowing when I need to cut, all that kind of stuff. But if I get good at that, that's a big time saver. You know, like editing videos takes a ton of time, and doing it live while I'm streaming, because that's I would say my main content creation at the moment is streaming still. But if YouTube keeps going the way it goes, you know, I would be more than happy to dedicate another day to YouTube. You know, so thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the content. It's seriously awesome. But yeah, until it's deemed worthy of my time monetarily, being able to edit live is just a cool concept. Like, it's different. Nobody else is really doing it in the space. I'm sure some people are, but I've personally not seen anybody doing it in the space. But two, it's also just gets to share with multiple different communities, you know? Good stuff. This has actually been my number one suggestion for everybody who's just starting out. It's just, you could honestly just stay. If you really wanted to play it super safe, you could come to this first hallway. These are always going to be oak wood hallways. Grab some oak wood, make your tools, block that off, or see if there's any easy free loot, and then just loot this entire hallway all the way back out, and you will have something to do in the overworld. You can start a farm. You can grow trees. You can... You know, this will give you something to do while your crystals grow. So, like, I think actually using your first crystal to do that might be a really good idea, especially if you're, you know, feeling a little shaky on the vaults. And that's okay. You know, that's okay to not want to be, you know, screaming through the vaults, MLGing everywhere, looting everything at breakneck speeds. Like, you know, you don't have to play that way. You can play how you want to. I think securing some early game resources is a really powerful way to be. And that's what I'm going to do now. We're going to get out. There's still 12 minutes on the clock. I guess we could grab a little bit more, but I think I want to get some trees planted and go from there. So, GG's. Survived the first vault. Didn't get too much experience, which is fine. We actually want to keep these level 0 as long as possible. Not as long as possible, but, like, get them going there. But, yeah, looted a couple chests, killed some mobs. Nice. Yeah, and see, as predicted, these are here. And look at that. On the bottom there, one grew while we're in the vault. So, confirmed, these are growing there, which is really, really nice. Really, really nice. Okay. Because you can also mine out your platform, too, and kind of set up how you want to and where you want to. Excuse me, which is something we also might do. I might wait till I have a cobble gen this time before expanding my platform. And expand with the cobble gen. But we will definitely see on that. I haven't 100% decided. I want to keep the same base design for those who saw the base design. I really like that idea of upwards and outwards in that way. I think it's pretty unique and pretty fun. We're just going to deposit it all right now in one chest. So So I really like that. So definitely going to be doing those. Let's go ahead and get these going. Let's go ahead and get these going. Also, for watching this episode tonight, I'm changing my streaming schedule. This doesn't apply if you're watching this any day but the day it came out, so sorry for that. I'm going to be streaming this all day tomorrow to produce episodes. So make sure you stop by the stream tomorrow if you want to watch the live streaming process there. You know, when we do some platform building, stuff like that, I do take it a little bit slower. We take our time a bit, which is really nice. So I would love to have you there. Love to have you there for that. But of course, we'll be back to the daily uploads, or we are sticking with the daily uploads. In fact, today's are just 2 uploads. So, okay. We can also get these going. Oh, we have to light these, though. Gotcha. Okay, well, we definitely want to get this going. I really like birch. It's one of my favorite wood types, which I don't really play favorites too often, but if I had to choose one, birch is definitely way up there. I guess they can plan on that. Let's go ahead and make another axe. That's probably bringing it. Well, we're definitely eating the food out here so we can heal. I guess we do want to hit level 1 ASAP just because we want to... we want to hit level 1 ASAP so we can hit... words will come to me. Don't worry. It's fine. What I'm trying to say is heal. We really, really want heal. So if we go to our hit H by default, opens up this menu here. This is your kind of your vault menu, your level up menu. Heal. I have mine bound to my mouse button 5. It's really handy. I would recommend if you have a mouse with buttons on the side. It's very, very accessible, very quick when you're moving around. You can do it while you're WASD moving, stuff like that. But yeah, heal's been really good. I think vein miners are trap early on. Personally, I think I'd rather be much more mobile in the vaults. But I'm kind of considering taking Hunter second because we're gonna learn this immediately. You can get this specialization immediately, which is really cool. It does the same thing. It just looks for the monoliths, and if we can complete a monolith vault on like before our 5th vault or 6th vault or even before our 10th vault, that's a big win. Having vault gear this early on is a humongous win, absolutely humongous win. So, and they also added this ability Stonefall. This is like a replacement for the MLG, and I'm probably not going to be grabbing this because I want to get better at the MLG buckets. But that said, if you put this on your mouse, that's a pretty easy way to react. Like instead of having to hit the key that your bucket's on and place it at the right time, you just hit a button on your mouse as you're falling. Done. So if that's something you struggle with at all, I think that's going to be a really good replacement for the future there. So anyway, let's do this. Somebody suggested using torches to mark our way in and out, and I kind of like that idea. We're going to try it out. I'm going to try all the methods that y'all suggested in the comments, but no guarantee I'll get to them all. But I do want to try that. All right, let's do this. I love that these are growing in the vaults now. That's honestly super satisfying. And yeah, we're definitely going to run another vault here. So this time we're going to try maybe delve a little bit further in and try to go for more chests because we need a little bit less of the starting stuff. Like we have enough to reproduce a lot more starting stuff, but we want more of the diamonds, maybe some iron for a bucket. Like a bucket would be huge. Even if we could craft that in the vault to get... Actually, speaking of, we should let's bring like that in. So we can craft a bucket on the fly, get our bucket of water going, etc., etc. So, all right, vault 2. Let's go. Let's go. Should be good. Okay, because we're actually going to be diving into this, I've been also typing in the direction of the vault. I think helps a bit. Yeah, so we're going to go look for like maybe some of the more specialty rooms. So, yeah. All right. So somebody suggested just like torch spam as if you just to find out where you retrace your steps, kind of breadcrumby. I don't hate it. We're gonna keep going though. We're gonna try that. I was gonna say we're gonna try this method, but I'm gonna be out of torches. They are common in the loot table though, so definitely just get them. The other one I've been doing, instead of marking in the middle of the room like I was doing this on the entrance. Marks the entrance, but also marks the direction. a little bit better than just placing it only on the right-hand side. Kind of liked that. So there's a tubium door up there. But we're just going to keep heading north here. And I think overall I am getting better at navigating. Just purely navigational stance. Like my brain's getting used to being without that. All right, here we go. So here's a mine room. So these do have spawners in the bottom, but up top we can get ore. The thing is, I need iron before I can get to diamond, and I really want to come out with diamond here. Problem is, down below is kind of dangerous, or can be kind of dangerous. It can also be quite easy. Right, there's some of that. Okay. Here's some iron as well. Darn, it's not a sizzle spawner, unfortunately. Now, we are playing hard difficulty, so these guys are throwing bricks at us. Okay, that should stop them from coming up. That's gold. Just need one more piece of iron here. This for a bed. The cobwebs for a bed would be a good idea as well. Should make a sword for that. Just need one more piece of iron. All the iron's over there, though. I really don't want to be near that spawner because I can't handle that spawner right now. It's just a bit too much. Dang. No copper picks in this, unfortunately. So we won't be using that. There are ores up top as well. I mean, to get lucky too. We got 2. All right, let's just go for it. Oh, pick it up, please. I need you to pick that up, please. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right, just a baby zombie. We can handle that. No problem. No problem. No problem. No problem. We're good. All right. I don't know if they can get up here or not. Let's just go this way. All right. Let's go ahead and make one of these. Oh, it's a scavenger vault. I just realized that. Okay. Interesting. There's a lot of rare items on that. I don't know if we're going to get to that in time. That would be massive if we could complete that, but we're probably not going to be able to complete that. Andesite here as well. That comes up. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, I do need one piece of coal here. I think that ghost is still stuck, or I think they're wraiths. This is also the room you get your vault ore from. So to craft normal crystals, this is where you get them from. Okay, so this will give us enough iron to make an iron pick, which will let us get the diamonds and gold, which are huge wins. Probably order, while these are cooking, we're also going to make a stone sword so I can get these guys. Probably order of relevance is probably diamond pick, then maybe diamond axe for damage output. Not a big axe combat. We did diamond sword last time. I don't even know if I really like that either, so. Yeah. Depends. Definitely want to come out of here with a bed, though. Nice. Alright, beautiful. Isn't it iron pick? I thought I could escape the puns by not streaming, but apparently not. Apparently not. We have a 100-bit text-to-speech, and yeah. Majority of the time, they're puns. Okay, there's one diamond there. I saw another diamond down there. There's usually a spawner in that room, though. Yep. Good. Okay, this was a sizzle spawner. Perfect. So we can just take care of these guys. And we're going to be A-okay. We're going to be A-okay. What is this here? Oh, these are compressed blocks. That's new. That's different. What are you? Something I didn't go over because this is a new world. So, in order to enable Jade, it's called, numpad 0 by default, if that's not there, open Jade settings, I believe is the thing. Just type in Jade in your controls and set it to a different key. But Jade settings here, so numpad 0, Jade settings, display tooltip. You want that on. And let's get this. So you have to hit done. It's weird. So you have to hit done and then done. Otherwise, it won't go. So I do want to move that. A bit awkward to do this in the vault here, but Jade settings. So it's displayed there. So we want to move this over. So horizontal ratio moves it left and right. The anchor I also want here because that'll make it come out of the left-hand side. So it spawns from here instead of the center. So we want this to go over here. Now, usually I like to put this under my mini-map, personally. And then, so we got to go with the vertical. We're just trying to guesstimate here. That's pretty much under the mini-map where I want it to be. And because we made it spawn off the left-hand side with that middle setting, it'll go there. I'm going to be putting a lot of information underneath my mini-map. We're going to put, like, the biome, all that kind of stuff. So that's important to do. All right, cool. So that's how you do Jade. I did want to go over that because that was a question we got a lot. For good reason. It's a very powerful thing that you want to enable, I think. And you should enable if you know, unless you don't want your screen covered up, you know. Okay, but yes, compressed snow 2x. The reason I wanted this is because I wasn't sure if it was snow or something I couldn't mine, something else I couldn't mine. But because we know it's snow, we are going to make this. Just pick up that. So 2x compressed block of snow is a lot of snow. Oh, look at this. So in the mine shaft, you can get these compressed blocks, which is awesome. Honestly, that's so good. That's so good. We just got netherrack, which was an issue prior to this. So I think that mob might be coming for us. Let's just close this off. Try not to be super exposed here. Okay. We'll want more string later. We got 17 minutes here. It's not too bad. Can't tell where you are. There you are. Okay. Might as well. Got it trapped, so safe enough to do that. Of course, this is where like I said, this is where we get our vault rock from. None of that stuff's worthwhile. Those are neat, though. I like that. I like that a lot. There was some stuff over here. Copper's not very useful. We can make a lightning rod. That's about it. I think we do want some dripstone, though. We can make... once we get a bucket, we can make a lava farm. Actually, we can probably make a bucket now, huh? Let me get this out. Yep, we got 3 iron. Perfect. Just use some sticks to do that. Just 2 sticks per smelt. Definitely get that going. We can make it. We can make that diamond pick now too. Could just increase our damage output. The iron pick's good enough for now. Honestly, the iron pick's good enough for now. I think I'm going to increase my damage output. And I think I am going to go for this. Oh man, I don't know. That's tough. That's tough. Let me know in the comments what you prefer: diamond axe or sword. I'm gonna try the axe out. I'm gonna try the axe out. We still want to keep this for other reasons. We can get rid of those too. This will let us make our buckets. There's also, I guess this is a piece of sand, which is not like the most common thing in the world, huh? For vault gear, I definitely prefer swords. I'm attack speed all the way. I like controlling the fight, being able to hit whenever I need to, or as often as I can, as opposed to raw damage output. That said, I would be willing to try good axes, etc. But yeah, I'm much more of a speed-based. I'm much more into speed-based fighting than I am raw damage, raw power-based fighting. So in most games, not just Minecraft. But we'll give the axe a try. Give the axe the old try here. That's 2x compressed, which is pretty good. Granite here, of course. Let's just go up this way so we can save some building blocks. All right, and this was in line with us in the northern trajectory, so we can keep going here. We're looking for village rooms. We definitely want to grab those 2 things resource-wise at some point, but we don't need them now. Actually, there might have been enough diamond up here anyway to get a diamond pick going. I thought I saw one that we didn't come back for. It's right there, yeah. Okay. We get a spruce tree as well. Some spruce logs. They grow well. I do like the look of spruce. And I'm not just biased because they are pine related. You know. I do actually like the look. Spruce is in particular paired with birch. All right, one's all we really need. Get more later. I really don't want copper. It's just, I feel like it's a waste of inventory space. Or a waste of time to grab it. Still 14 minutes here too. Last time there was some stuff buried under this when I went looking. Not this time. That's okay. So I always saw some stuff on that. We're not going to go back for an emerald. I think I am just going to keep going north. Well, I guess I am going to go back for an emerald. I think we're just going to keep going north. Because that's our vault. Just double check. Yep. We put N in the chat there. Okay. Make sure I'm not really missing anything. I guess we could grab a grindstone if we wanted to, but snow blocks. At some point, we're going to come into one of these rooms with a silk touch pick and break the ceiling. I really love the glass that they use. It's this, like, I've been building with it on the server that I'm playing on. And it's gorgeous. I love it. It's frameless. It looks amazing. It's really good. All right, this room is not a village room. I want to try to find a village room on our way out here. So we're just going to do this. So we're going one west, then south, and then one east. So one to the right, then to the down, then there. And I'm realizing this now. I know why I get confused with the cardinal directions. If the vaults always face north, I would be able to do left, right, back, forward. But because they face different directions, that adds a layer of confusion to my brain. My brain just does not compute well. All right, let's see if this is... This is a spawner. Nice. Time to test the axe. So I know the diamond axe does the most... I think it does the most DPS. Because of the... That's good. Don't need that. I don't know if we need paper at the moment. Because of the... It has the 1 second cooldown instead of the 0.8 of the stone. Alright, we're not tanning those in, so we don't really need them. Grab these things. They're not super important. The compressed blocks are awesome. Love that. Especially in these raw vaults. Like, having access to those in these raw vaults is really cool. So... Remember, I can't heal yet, so gotta be really careful with our hearts. All right, so we went west one. Now we got to go east one, or south a few, and then we go east. So looking for a village room. That would be the number one thing. There's a turn-in platform. That's what those look like. Yeah, I really don't want to start like delving until we have heal, because then if we screw up, we can retreat, heal up in a hallway. It takes time, but, like, it's fine. All right, cool. Village room. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Well, for a second vault, this is really good. All right, I'm going to mine down below, and then we'll show everything up top. Just going to look for the goodies, like iron. Oh, there's a netherite. I should have made the pick, huh? Yeah, I should have made the pick. All right, well, if we find a diamond, we can make a pick and get that, but... Netherite, of course, being very, very good. Now, I think I'm not going to... Because we're... I guess we're not super limited. So that was a good example. So behind the stuff here, you can actually get other ores. So it might be worth our time to just sit here and see if a diamond spawned behind one of these. But I think the rest of them are on air. Somebody thought that maybe there was some chromatic steel spawns because they don't spawn exposed to air. I don't think they exist. But I could be wrong. You get those from ornate chests, mostly. You get ingots and nuggets. They're easy to confuse with iron nuggets, though, so be careful. Alright, not happening. That's okay, though. That's okay. miss any over here, did I? Not too bad. All right, let's go loot up top. So there's 4 quadrants. They can all be. Hey, it's our. We found our house again. Look. We found our house. It's here. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. I'm so bad at F5. Here we go. We found our house. First episode last time. First episode in the restart. Look at that. It's beautiful. You love to see it. So seriously, huge shout out to Iskal. If you're tuning in from Iskal's community. Thanks for tuning in. Seriously, I really appreciate y'all. We've met mobs. We've met so many new awesome people in the community from Iskal's and just the Ball Hunters community in general, you know. It's been seriously amazing. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Like I said, big shout out to them for giving me a little Easter egg in here. That's pretty amazing. It's an honor and it's pretty amazing. So, but yeah. And you can always feel free to message me or tweet at me or pop it in the Discord. A picture of you next to my house, you know. I've had a few already. It's been awesome. Okay, we can put that away. These are all like recraftable. No reason to stress ourselves about them. We have plenty of saplings. We just want unique saplings. Just go ahead and use that. Because we got to get the sugar cane. We got to get all these crops as well. We don't have to, but I want to. We don't need the seed either. Probably don't need the pages either. But yeah, so there's 4 different. There's always a mine shaft in these, and then the 4 quadrants of the room just have. Sorry, cat hair. Just have, and the center of the room has flower POIs. So they'll be random. It'll be a house with some stuff in it. It'll be crops. It can have all the crops. So this one's potatoes. We're just gonna get a stack. We're not gonna go past that. It always has the mine shaft down below though, which will have basic ores for you and the vault rock that you need. But these houses where you get villagers. So there's a bigger house than that one that can spawn a villager. Now it has a % chance to not be a villager. So it can turn to be a zombie villager. So just keep that in mind. It does exist. We got them last time. Maybe they reduced the chance. I don't actually know. But yeah. All right. I just want to make sure we can grow cocoa beans. I don't know how rare these are. Love a jungle sapling, but that's not necessary. Or it might be necessary. I don't know. But yeah, hopefully we get one of those. The jungle saplings seem like they might spawn in the actual chests, so I'm not as worried about them. Got the potatoes, got the sugar cane, got the kelp. Kelp's pretty good. We're not going to bother with flowers just yet. All right, I'm going to go west. No, it was east. Was it? See, this is where I get confused. I think it was west. Let's go check. Oh, no, we were heading south, so it was east. It was east. Yeah, we were heading south. Yeah, because we're heading south. It was to our left. I thought we were heading north. Okay. I even said it out loud, I think. And maybe not, but, you know, we'll double check and verify. We have time to check for this one. Yeah, there's our torches. Nice. Cool. Yeah, we're just going to secure our loot now, I think. The problem with the torches I see is you have no way to tell direction, it feels like. Actually, we probably need to go south on this one. Yeah, we need to go south on this one. Because the vault was northern facing. Which is why I always type it in chat just to verify it. That is a good habit. That one's definitely good. We did also get our bucket of water, which is pretty massive as well. Excuse me. Sorry, it's late in the day. Oh, there's money piles down there. Nah, I'm not gonna be greedy. Not without heal. We gotta get heal. So, all right. Yep. There's our altar or our vault. We have space for this oak wood. We might as well grab it. Got the 5 minutes here. Okay. Free resource. We don't have to wait for a tree to grow then, you know? Probably grab. Do I have a spot for these? Looks like no, which is okay. They're plentiful in these vaults. Now we looted some ores, but like I don't know if the vanilla ores count towards experience. So we might not actually level up here. In fact, I don't think we're gonna level up here. Because getting heal was a super big game changer last time. It felt like. So I would like to get that ASAP, but that might have to be tomorrow. That one might have to be tomorrow. Doing there 52. I was going to keep going. I was going to go until we got a stack. So careful, falling lanterns do have a chance to become they do have a chance to become a thing of fire, which you can honestly use to light your nether portal. Just you know, that's a thing, right? Because you can get these from the vault. There we go, 64. You can get them from the vault, right? So okay, yeah, another happy vault. We got plenty of dirt from the first vault, so nice. GG's. Let's go. Good stuff. Like I said, we're using the information I've gained from last, those first 10 episodes. Yeah, only 200 just from killing a few mobs and looting a few chests. I'll have to be a little bit more aggressive on chests, I'm sure. So another cool function, if you didn't know, again, just trying to rehash everything. If you hold shift, you see how these little arrows turn yellow? No shift. When they're yellow, if you insert, it'll only insert things that are in the inventory, which is really cool. If you don't hold shift, it just inserts everything. So you can use this once you get organized. You can use that to filter, put away stuff. It's much faster. It's very clean. It works really well. I would recommend getting in the habit of using that. It's quite good. It doesn't place from your hotbar though. Just an FYI there. So definitely good stuff. Absolutely going to be placing this bucket of water down. Absolutely. I might spend some time cleaning up this entire island. Like I might rebuild completely from scratch on this playthrough instead of keeping this the same. I did actually like building equal with this level. There's a chance I go like migrate down to Y level. All you need is water and blocks. You let the water flow down and you could just build down pretty quickly. There's also the quark feature. So you'll see these little brackets that pop up on your crosshair. They let you place a block underneath a block. So you can actually make a spiral staircase down as well. I might do that because living down below, or at least at sea level, because we're at Y, has the coordinates up on the map there. We're at Y136. It's a little high. And the lower you go for mob farming, the better. Oh, tree group. Nice. So, yeah, maybe not live all the way down below, because if you're really far in the void, it gets black. But maybe we'll like live at sea level and then have a mob farm that's at -55 or whatever that we, our passive farm that we go to. I wouldn't say no to that. Especially if we can find some soul sand in the nether themed areas to get a water elevator going. That would be really cool. So definitely some differences, but the actual general style of our build is going to be the same for our base. One more thing I want to go over here is the map settings. So M by default opens up the big map. You can only do this in the overworld, but if you click this little gear, you can mess with the big map stuff. But if you go to mini map settings here, one, you can toggle it on and off if you don't like having it on in the some people don't like having it on in Skyblocks because it's just in the way. But view settings is the big one, I believe. No, information settings is a big one. So we want display coordinates. I want biome on. We're in an old growth birch forest, so that's pretty cool. You can do in-game time to see what time of day it is for villagers. You can do display light level. So it says BL13. So this displays the light level as if it was nighttime, if that makes any sense. So like this lantern is lighting up. These are at 10. You only need things to be light level 1 for them to be safe. So there's no F7 like just displaying where mobs can spawn doohickey in this pack. That's a popular modded thing. But in this pack, you can do the light level thing just to verify that you're not going to get any random spawns. But it does have to be light level 0 for things to spawn. So like things just don't randomly spawn in this like they did in previous versions of Minecraft. I'm still relatively new to 118 vanilla. That sounds a little weird, but I play so much modded. 116 was kind of the popular modded version for a long time. So But that was a great first episode. We got a lot of nice stuff. Like I said, I think that strategy of going into the vault, especially if you're a little hesitant, just that first hallway, you can get enough wood, you can get some stuff. Even if you just peek and get one chest, get one sapling, and get the heck out of there, you'll be good to go. Because you can start growing trees, you can build your platform while these guys grow. And once you get a critical mass of these, you don't have to feel bad about dying. You have beginner's grace from 0 to 10. You're not going to lose anything. Only thing you're going to lose is time. So, like, once you have enough crystals, it's fine. And again, the fact that these grow while you're in the vaults, yeah, like, look, we got another growth bud there. Is a really big win. Really, really big win. So, anyway, YouTube, thank you for tuning into this very interesting episode. I'm not really sure how to place this episode. It's definitely unique. Appreciate you bearing with me. I know restarts are not always easiest or pleasant, but I think it's the right call. I'd rather do it. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. Rather do it now than later, when things are going to get screwed up by other stuff. I think this will really put us on a solid foundation, solid building block going forward. So, barring a world corruption or an update that absolutely positively must require an update regardless of how your world is, this will be our world from now on. I can't guarantee it because that's just the nature of alpha mod pack gameplay, but seriously appreciate all the epicness over the past few weeks. Honestly, it's only been 10 days and it's been really, really crazy awesome on the YouTube. So thank you so much for that. All those questions I had at the beginning, the whether you want a separate playlist, whether you want me to start the episode numbers over and just kind of treat it like season 2.5, or just continue the old season 2, all that stuff, let me know in the comments. I really do value your feedback, even if I don't agree with you, or somebody might have a clever suggestion or something different, or just let me know in general. I like reading it, I like responding to it. So I just want to get the general feel for what you guys think or what you would like, because you're the ones primarily consuming this. I'm the one producing it, so whatever functions better for you, they're equal ease for me to produce. So so let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments down below. Seriously, thanks so much for tuning in these episodes, and we'll catch you in episode 2 and or 12 and or just we'll catch you in the next episode. Have a good day. Bye bye.